I remember. Okay, so now we'll discuss the sanitization and the temperature maintenance, which are very crucial aspects of the food safety. So the cleaning is the first one. You have to regularly clean and sanitize all the surfaces and equipment that come into the contact with the food, because this helps to eliminate the bacteria and prevent any cross-contamination. Where if we talk about the chemical sanitization, you have to use the approved sanitization agents according to the recommended concentrations. You have to follow the manufacturer instructions to ensure effective sanitization. Hand hygiene is also important. You have to emphasize the proper hand washing for all the personnel involved in the food handling. Hands are a common source of contamination. Okay. How many of you know what is the proper procedure of the thawing of the food? Any suggestions from the participants? Very good answer, Pradeep. So, thawing the food properly is very crucial to maintain its quality and ensure the food safety. The refrigeration temperature in the refrigerator, the temperature of the 4 centigrade or lower. Okay, I'm talking about the refrigerator temperature. Okay, and the refrigerator thawing. Don't get your self confused with it. Okay. So allow you have to, in this temperature, you have to allow sufficient time for the gradual thawing. But it is a slower process, but it helps to maintain a quality of the food. You have to place the food on a plate or in a container to catch any potential drips and prevent any cross contamination. And the cold water thawing is you have to submerge the sealed food in a leak-proof plastic bag in cold water. You have to change the water every 30 minutes to ensure it stays cold. This method is very faster as we compare it with the refrigerator thawing, but it requires much more attention. Microwave thawing is the use of the microwave's defrost settings, and you have to lower the power to thaw the small amounts of the food, because you have to thaw only what you have planned to cook immediately, as microwaving can lead to uneven thawing. And the cooking from the frozen, some foods can be cooked directly from the frozen state, especially the smaller items like burgers, chicken pieces. And you have to adjust the cooking timings accordingly. You have to ensure the internal temperature reaches the recommended level. Okay. You have to avoid thawing at the room temperature. Please do not thaw the food at the room temperature, as this allows bacteria to multiply rapidly. This method can be resulted in the out layers of the food reaching unsafe temperature. Okay. Please always thaw the raw meat and seafood on the bottom shelf of the refrigerator to prevent any drips on the other food. Have to keep a very sufficient distance between the different types of food to avoid any cross contamination. Okay. If you are going for the immediate cooking after thawing, please cook the thaw food promptly to reduce the risk of the bacterial growth. And do not refreeze it, or do not refreeze the thawed food unless it is being cooked. Okay. Okay. Now we're at the freezing temperatures. I have already discussed this in the starting of the this section, but I'll still again have, or I will try to speak a little bit about it. So, the freezing temperature for the most household freezers is set to minus 18 Celsius, because this temperature, or if you want to go in the Fahrenheit, is zero, because this temperature is considered optimal for preserving the quality and safety of the frozen fruits. And also, at this temperature, the growth of the bacteria and other microorganisms is significantly slowed down, which is also preventing the spoilage of the food. Okay. This is the role of the supervisor. Uh, the proper communication to the staff about the correct procedure should be conveyed by the supervisor, and the supervisor should ensure that the procedures, such as the stock rotation, stock control, should be implemented correctly. Monitoring of the mandatory documentation, such as temperature charts and delivery records, should be done by the supervisor. The food safety management process should be implemented by the supervisor, as well as the supervisor should be well versed with the policies and procedures regarding storage temperature control as well. What does it mean? That the supervisor must have all the knowledge of all the sections about all of the products which require different type of storage temperatures along with their storage conditions. We're at the section 6 now. Any questions so far now? Okay. Now we'll go through the cleaning and disinfection, or you can call it as sanitization. You can go through the slide, then I'll start explaining. Okay, so cleaning and disinfection are essential practices in maintaining a safe and hygienic environment, especially in settings related to the food safety. So the first one is to remove the debris. You will start by removing any visible debris or such as food particles or dirt from the surfaces. You will use the detergent, like you will clean the surfaces with a detergent or a soap solution to break down the grease and remove any organic matter. This is the initial step to eliminate the dirt and some bacteria as well. Okay. A detergent and a cleaner. You can see I'm not going to read the slide. So if I am using the word detergent, it is in front of you. You can go through the slide at what I'm referring a detergent or a cleaner to. It is a chemical washing up the liquid to remove the grease, dirt of food or remaining particles. That's what I have mentioned. Okay. Now, if we talk about the scrubbing, you will use the brushes, any type of scrubbers or other appropriate tools to scrub the surfaces thoroughly. Okay, you will rinse the surfaces with the clean water, remove any type of detergent residues. Okay, now let's have a overview of the disinfectant. You will select appropriate disinfectant. You will choose a suitable disinfectant based on the type of surface and the microorganisms you want to target. You will usually you will follow the manufacturer's instruction for the proper use. Okay. You will go, if we talk about the sanitizer, it is a two-in-one product that acts as a detergent and a disinfectant as well. Okay. And you will allow the drying, like I say, let me explain a little bit more. See, when you apply any type of disinfectant, according to the recommended contact time, you will ensure that the complete coverage of the surfaces are there. For what? For example, you will allow the surfaces to air dry after disinfection because this ensures that the disinfectant has sufficient contact time to be effective. Food contact surfaces like that come into direct contact with the food, you have to use the disinfectant to remove and above dirt and remaining particles of the dirt, and it should be approved for the use of food preparation, or it should be approved for the use in the food preparation areas. We will ensure that these disinfectants are safe for the food contact surfaces. Okay. Okay, you don't understand sanitize. Let me know what is the thing that you having trouble of understanding sanitizer. See, this is not that type of sanitizer which you use in your daily life you are using on the hand. There are different types of sanitizers. There are chemical sanitizers. The common chemical sanitizers, let's just say, for example, include chlorine compounds, iodine-based solutions, and ammonium compound. So these are often used in the food service establishments. And also what we are referring here as well. This one. This is not the sanitizer you use in your pocket. This is different. Also, yeah, the one you use is also alcohol based, but this time this is also typically containing the ethanol or aspronol alcohol, because these are commonly used for the hand sanitization, but they're effective against the broad spectrum of the microorganisms. Okay. Now, there are two type of sanitization. The first one I used is the chemical sanitizers, which we are referring to the food services or in the food industries. Okay. So chemical sanitization is the one that I have already explained. But how you will use the sanitizers to clean and disinfect the surfaces, equipment in the environments where hygiene is very crucial, such as the kitchens or the healthcare facilities. Okay. And the chemical sanitization also are designed to reduce the microbial load on surfaces or the skin to level the considered safe for the public health. Okay. Uh, I hope it is clear to you now. Or should I explain more? One thing I would like to highlight in the section of the sanitizer, that some sanitizers may need to meet the specific regulatory standards, and you have to ensure that the chosen sanitizers complies with the relevant regulations in your industry or country. Okay. Now, these are the points where the cleaning and sanitization is essential for the safe operation of any food business. It should be continuous and ongoing. You have to clean it thoroughly. You have to sanitize the all of the food surfaces, equipments, and you have to let's just say that if you're cleaning and sanitizing without the dishwasher, you have to wear the rubber gloves and to protect your hands from the hot water and chemicals. Okay, and the rest is followed. You have to use the hot water and detergent. You have to clean the water if it becomes cold and greasy. Okay, अच्छा देखिए सलीम, ये सैनिटाइजर्स जो हैं वो नहीं हैं जो हम यूजली अपनी डेली लाइफ में यूज़ करते हैं, या वो वाले जो हमने कोविड में यूज़ किए थे। हाँ, इनका आपस में लिंक है, लेकिन वो वाले अल्कोहल बेस्ड सैनिटाइजर्स होते हैं, लेकिन जो इंडस्ट्रीज के अंदर यूज़ होते हैं वो केमिकल सैनिटाइजर्स होते हैं। ठीक है, वो अल्कोहल बेस्ड नहीं होते। वो क्लोरीन कंपाउंड से बने होते हैं, वो आयोडीन बेस्ड सॉल्यूशंस होते हैं, वो अमोनियम कंपाउंड से बने होते हैं। ठीक है, वो हम हाथ पे यूज नहीं कर सकते। वो आप सर्व जो आपके जो ऊपर रखने की जगह होती, स्लेब्स होते हैं जहाँ पे आप चीजें रखते हैं, खाना वाना, रॉ मटेरियल आपका सारा, वहां पे आप ये यूज करते हैं ताकि आप उस जगहों को, या जो ऊपर की जगहें हैं स्लेब है आपका, उसको आप डिसइंफेक्टेंट कर सकें, मतलब आप उसको जरासीम से पाक कर सकें। ठीक है। अब होता क्या है, जब हम ये सैनिटाइजेशन का प्रोसेस जो है सरफेसेस के ऊपर अप्लाई करते हैं, तो वो सैनिटाइजर्स जो मैंने आपको बताए हैं, केमिकल सैनिटाइजर्स जो हैं, वो डिज़ाइन किए गए हैं रिड्यूस करने के लिए माइक्रोबियल लोड जो होता है। माइक्रोबियल लोड से रेफर मैं इसको कर रहा हूँ, उस जो आपके जरासीम होते हैं उनको हम माइक्रोबियल लोड बोलते हैं। ठीक है, जो कि सरफेसेस के ऊपर होता है, जैसे जरासीम होते हैं ना उनको। ठीक है, अब समझ आ गया आपको सलीम? Okay, so let's continue. You will clean as you go, because applies to cleaning that must be done very quickly after the soiling occurs. Like for say you cannot perform the laziness in this type of part. You have to always aim to prevent the cross contamination, or if there is an injury to the stuff, you have to simply keep working as the areas are clean and tidy. So you have to schedule the cleaning as well. You have to go through the cleaning tasks which are carried out at the regular intervals. Yeah, the food businesses often have a timetable which specifies all the details for the each item to be cleaned. Okay. Yes, you have to always go for the manufacturer's recommendation if you're using any type of chemical detergent which is uh, high in the ammonium. Uh, Sorry. So if there is a chance of you're using any type of chemical sanitizers for the cleaning, so please follow the manufacturer's instructions and recommendation, or you will get hurt, or the worker might get hurt, serious injuries. Okay. So this is the examples of the hand contact surfaces and the food contact surfaces. Okay. You can read these, then you'll move further. Most welcome. Okay, so items that do not touch the food and those are subjected to heat treatment and considered as low risk, like such as like your microwave, fridge, refrigerator, where the direct hand contacts are not there. So you can go through the examples that I have mentioned in the left side. These are the low risk areas where they are considered because they are, but they should be clean. I'm not saying they should be left dirty, but they require less cleaning intervals. No, see, different types of detergents agent are required for the different type of areas. So if you are using a general type of detergent, it is okay to use to clean. But if there is any specific area which it needs to be cleaned in very serious manner, so you have to read the manufacturer's recommendation that what type of cleaning detergents or agents that you can use. The chemical composition should be mentioned. This is the role of the supervisor in making the cleaning of the facility. The supervisor have to check that the cleaning equipment are stored properly, and the supervisor has to replace or have to monitor if there is any type of broken or spoiled equipment. You have to increase the staff for the high standards. In the audit premises equipment for the cleanliness regularly. All of these role are for specific for the supervisor. Most welcome. Okay, we are at the section 7 now. So I guess we'll pause it here and we'll conclude our today's session at this point at it is 10 and we started at I guess 9. So 1 hour is done and we'll start tomorrow from here and tomorrow's session will be a little bit lengthy. So we will cover section 7, 8 and 9 if it is uh, possible. Okay, so I would like to thank everyone for being here and taking out your time to attend this session. I hope that you have understood the pest management and the disinfection and the cleaning of the premises of the kitchen or the production area. So thank you for being here and from to